So because of that one time that I fell asleep because he took a long time at the gym after I told him not to, you're going to tell me that he's saying out his mouth that he's afraid that I'm going to leave him again. If he does not take 5 hours at the gym when he knows he has to squeeze in his church, then he's not going to have to worry about exhausting mommy's energy out of her. So, whatchamacallit, like I said, I apologized to him about that before. And I told him exactly what happened. And I told him that's why he can ride his bike to the gym now. That he got a flat. So, ironically enough, when I told him he could ride his bike to the gym, that's when he got a flat. After I fell asleep and missed him and woke up basically a half an hour later when he got into the house. And I'm like, huh. So now he wants to act like he doesn't know why I was tired and exhausted. Because I asked him to come out the gym on time or don't go. And yet and still he went and deliberately did not respond to me. I'm like, okay, you said a certain time. I was there. You come out an hour afterwards. I've been there the whole time. But he's funny because normally he says, well, yeah, you know, I'll walk. It's not a big deal. I'm like, no, you don't walk. You just call me and you make sure that you can wake me up if I fall asleep. Or your brother knocks on my door so I can wake up and get you from wherever you're at. But this is why I told him he needs to get his bike fixed and ride his bike to the gym. So
he can ride home from the gym.
Yeah, he can. But I'm saying his bike, because I know how he is. He complains after a while of walking. So to nick that in the butt, take his bike like he used to. And on that case, I can sleep, like I said before, and not have to worry about staying awake to go pick him up, bring him back, and then waking up just to, you know, go over the bridge and all the other stuff. All that running around, that was a lot. That was too much. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired, I'm hurting, and I'm sick of giving out warnings. So now I'm like, take your bike and let me sleep. So we can just nick that issue straight in the butt and get rid of it. Basically, you do you, I'll do me, and I will be able to rest in between and then get you to where you gotta be. So I don't hurt and kill myself.
Well, rent's paid this week, so next week that check will go towards insurance. What else? Telephone. And then I get the car fixed. But I'm gonna need you to pick me up this week. Will you be able to do that?
I could pick you up. My whole thing is when I get overwhelmed and something happens, it's just like I don't know how to say anything and react. And like seriously, that's why I just like leave it alone because because of all the issues that happened before. It's just like I get over there, it's one thing or another. So it's just like, look, I've been noticing like skits and outs, everything like that between us, and I'm just trying to keep that like calm and at middle because I really am not like that feeling, and I don't said to myself, like I said before, okay? Like, seriously, when you start sounding certain ways towards me, you, like, scared the shit out of me. That's what made me scared. That's why I was trying to hand you the money when you left. Because you started doing it before you left. And I was trying to tell you. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, shit, yeah. I'm like, if he needs, to, anything, then he has the 20. And it's really bad. It was some shit with the car when I'm trying to get over and everything the other night when all the snow and everything. And then it be skitzed out at on top of that. It was just too stressful for me. I didn't like it. And you were not hearing me when I talked to you. Okay? If you had taken the 20, I would have had, like, no issue if, okay, if you can come over the bridge, I'll be freaking fabulous, and I won't be noited out because of how everything was going from a certain point on trying to get you, okay? When you come at me with an attitude, it's just like, dude, I'm sitting over here and I'm coming this way. I'm already in a certain, my body is a certain situation, okay? It's healing. Finally, it's good. But I'm like, I'm coming over, and then not only do I have to go through this, when I told you I almost crashed, you didn't have any type of care on your face in the world. It was like, so what? You were late still. That's how it felt. That's how you looked. And then you still continued to argue with me.
I'm sorry about that day, but with what we've been going through, I wasn't even hearing anything, okay? I don't know, alright?
Like, I noticed, I started noticing little changes a while ago, and like I said, even when Asian, when we were moving the bed and everything, okay, you started skitzing out really horribly at Danny, okay, because your bed hit the freaking walls in the fire escape, whatever the thing going up. You were, dude, I told you to calm down. That was the first time I really had to act like, a protector over him, dude, because you were coming at both of us for the way we were maneuvering your bedroom set. I'm like, dude, it's a bedroom set.
Yeah, I didn't want to scratch it up. It doesn't have to be mine. We're moving
Alex,
furniture.
no, please, this is what you do.
Okay.
You shut me down. You don't want to hear it. That day still can play back in my head because it hit me so hard, because I'm not the type to stand. I keep to myself. Okay, I don't tell people I play around with my pendulum and stuff all willy-nilly. People don't look at that stuff all good. I don't sit here and come out for certain things. I keep that shit private. I only come out and start playing with things when I'm like, oh shit, I am really feeling uncomfortable right now. So, hey world, this is fucking me. Look what I do. Because now I'm like, all right, anything to just keep my, my peace, because I know that as long as I'm here, then I'm not going to be screwed with. I shouldn't feel like that. I mean, like you said, you say I'm beautiful all the time. I never said you never called me beautiful. I never said that. I never pegged you as the bad guy. Never. I just wanted to know what the hell was going on with us from the beginning. But I'm like, when things start kind of getting deeper into like worrisome, I'm like, hey, wake up, dude. It's me. It's me. Hello. Please calm down. right, and that's how I feel. Because I woke up with your hands around my neck over something. That's why. I don't care about the apologies. The fact is, it happened, and you never do it. I don't care if I like to be choked while I'm fucking, when I fuck, and if I fuck. But when I decide to stop and shut down, I stop and I shut down for a reason, because I'm trying to get my energy, I'm trying to align myself, and I'm trying to have some clarity in the situation of what's going on, because I'm not feeling right. And I'm like, dude, that wasn't right. You never choked me once. Every time I ask you, never.
I have been.
No.
Not, I don't. I
Dude,
guess, what?
I wake up and I go to the calmer side of things, and I'm going to listen to the voice of, oh, you know how men are, they get a little frisky and everything. They don't really know. Just let them know, calm down so they don't go too hard and all that other stuff. Because it's like a kinky thing. And it's like, yeah, I know what I like, but I know that he hasn't tried this in years. Like, seriously, like, over years. You knew what I liked, certain things I told you about, but you never did them like that. And then out of nowhere, out of the blue, you just all of a sudden decide to do this when I'm like waking up here and there, like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this like this? Why is my leg like this? Oh, you were all over me. I'm like, no, because I stayed to myself. No, because you kept on bumping into me. You kept on doing this. I started finding shit fishy. It didn't feel right, because I know my actions, and I'm like, I don't sit here and do shit in my sleep. I'm like, never once. I was like, I'll wake the hell up. I'm alert for shit. When I want to do something, my body wakes the fuck up and I do it. I don't do shit in my sleep. And then I'm just like, from having little nudges of awakenings here and there, like half sleeps, half waking up, trying to stay asleep, not wanting to wake up, and it's just like, and it's just like, wait a minute, no. And then I had to remember, just like when I started getting the stuff, like, I thought something happened that night, but I wasn't too sure, because I'm like, I don't do shit with you like that, and I definitely don't like suck your shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I know for a fact now, because I remember when you said something a few days down the line after I had that little, what the fuck? Why do I have a feeling that we did some shit, but I can't remember? And next thing you know, it's just like some, oh yeah, what was that stuff that you got? Because I like the way that, and I'm like, really? So that wasn't my imagination.
On the chair.
Yeah, because I don't do shit out there. I don't do shit out.
You were wide awake.
I wasn't wide awake. I was not wide awake, Alex. And all I know is that things were a blur. I fell asleep on a chair, and then next thing you know, I'm seeing, like, what the hell? Me, like, all up on your shit and everything. And then I'm just like, no, that was probably just some freakish ass dream, because I don't do shit like that. I don't do shit like that. And especially in my fucking sleep. But the fact is, you didn't even say shit until a few days later. And it was just something little minute that you just said in my ear that it just had me thinking. And I'm like, I knew some shit happened, but I couldn't pack that crap. That's some scary ass shit, Alex. I don't like that. To wonder if I'm being touched, toyed, or fucked with?
Okay, number one, that night, you started that.
Dude, I was sleeping.
Okay.
I fall asleep on the chair all the time.
That's fine.
I don't like doing shit and not knowing about it, and then having something said to me a few days later, slickly or sly. I don't know any other word to express it as other than subtly. Oh, subtly, that's better. That sounds better, right? Subtly. And then I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, that's why you want me to get this shit. Do you know how you're not realizing how I felt after knowing you knew what I was doing out there with you when you know I always told you never out there, never in the living room, never do anything like that around anything, especially where there's doors and doorways to other rooms where they can come out by accident and see something. So I don't do that. It's either bedroom or nothing. Okay? Look. I don't like not being comfortable. I need to be comfortable. I don't want to feel like I'm always on guard. I have always felt like I have been on guard around people. The last place I want to feel like I have to be on guard again is in my own home. That's the only thing about what I have to say about the whole entire thing about picking up, because I know that you'll go into wanting to go into details and everything else. I just want to get everything out, so it's no more trying to get it through. It's like, look, I put it all out there. It should just hear everything. And I'm like, I just want to be comfortable, and I'm trying to talk to you every time I'm not comfortable, and then I'm not heard, and it's a lot. It really is. It's a lot. It takes a toll on you. And then when I ask to just be left alone to heal, I still get you barging in and then trying to rattle. And I don't even know if you're purposely doing it or not. I don't even know if you know what you're doing when you do it. And that's why I keep on stating, hey, yeah, you're doing this. Can you please stop? Can you just... And then I just get tired and just say go. Like, it's up to you, because I'm like, I can pick you up and I'm going to feel how I feel, and you're going to feel how you feel, and I'm just like, I guess we can just work it out day by day and see, if you're not really trying to, I don't know. I really don't. Because it's like, no matter what I say, it all stems to the same thing. Like, you just gotta get on the same page. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And that's what I've been trying to figure out. Every time I try to figure out, I get yelled at. It's been since the beginning. So, I don't know. I just take it every day at a time. It's whatever.